Yesterday, the House Select Committee announced a public hearing just 24 hours before it's set to begin. After a day of speculation, it was revealed that former White House aide to Mark Meadows, Cassidy Hutchinson, will be the surprise testimony on Tuesday. Hutchinson has already been interviewed by the committee behind closed doors, and video clips from her deposition regarding multiple Republican lawmakers' preemptive pardon requests were featured by the panel during earlier hearings. Take a look.
And are you aware of any members of Congress seeking pardons?
I guess Mr. Gates and Mr. Brooks, I know, have both advocated for there to be a blanket pardon for members involved in that meeting, and a handful of other members that weren't at the December 21st meeting as the preemptive pardons. Mr. Gates was personally pushing for a pardon, and he was doing so since early December. I'm not sure why. Mr. Gates had reached out to me to ask if he could have a meeting with Mr. Meadows about receiving a presidential pardon.
Did they all contact you?
Not all of them, but several of them did.
So you mentioned Mr. Gates, Mr. Brooks.
Mr. Biggs did. Mr. Jordan talked about congressional pardons, but he never asked me for one. It was more for an update on whether the White House is going to pardon members of Congress. Mr. Gomer asked for one as well. Mr. Perry asked for a pardon too. I'm sorry. I need to finish.
Mr. Perry, did he talk to you directly?
Yes, he did.
Did Marjorie Green contact you?
No, she didn't contact me about it. I heard that she had asked White House Counsel's office for a pardon from Mr. Philbin, but I didn't frequently communicate with Ms. Green.
According to Punchbowl News managing editor Heather Caygle, Hutchinson will walk through some of the things she's also said in the two meetings with the committee, totaling 20 hours of conversations under oath. 3 people familiar with the investigation told the Washington Post that the reason for the secrecy surrounding today's hearing is in part due to credible security threats to a witness. The Washington Post also reported late last month Hutchinson had told the committee that Meadows remarked to others that Trump indicated support for hanging his vice president after rioters who stormed the Capitol on that day started chanting, "Hang Mike Pence." Given all this, expectations for Hutchinson's testimony are high in terms of what new information she might reveal. She has long been considered one of the most consequential witnesses due to her proximity to former President Donald Trump's then White House Chief of Staff. The hearing is set to begin at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. Stay tuned for more updates, and thank you for watching Raw Story TV. Please be sure to check out the headlines at rawstory.com. Stay informed and tap below to take action by liking, subscribing, and joining all those who like their news raw.